Hello, I'm Llewellyn King, the host of White House Chronicle, which is coming right up. As you might imagine, we're going to talk about newspapers, which is why I'm pretending to read one. Unfortunately, a lot of people pretend to read them nowadays, and it doesn't work out terribly well. Newspapers are in the worst shape they have ever been since the invention of the modern newspaper, which was something that was propelled along by the expansion of education essentially in the 1840s. And it came very quickly, education. People were highly educated in one generation, which is why we have such wonderful letters from the Civil War, the basis of the Ken Burns documentary on that terrible conflict. People could write and did. And great fortunes were made by people like Hearst and Pulitzer, who saw this huge number of people who could read with nothing to do except to go home and pursue every word in the newspaper. And newspapers went on to have a golden period of about a century, a little more than a century, and suddenly they're in trouble. As recently as the 1990s, newspaper property sold for enormous, often ridiculous sums of money. And suddenly the internet caught up with newspapers, and bang. Earlier, television had caught up with afternoon newspapers and extinguished those. It had also extinguished the great magazines like Look, Life, Collier's, Saturday Evening Post. Now the internet is even attacking television. It is the new way, it is the modern way, and journalism, for national reasons, for the freedom of the press, the freedom is the freedom of the people. For those reasons, we're going to have to find a new way of reporting and delivering that reporting. As it is, we make newspapers. This one was made in a factory in the middle of the night. It was put on a truck in the traffic, and it was delivered by a 10-year-old child. Not really the classic way to get perishable information out, I don't think. I have assembled today some of the best journalists who thought a lot about this, but who are also great fun people, and we'll be right back to get into the news business and see if we can find any answers.
White House Chronicle is produced in collaboration with WHUT, Howard University Television.